Have you ever noticed how governments love declaring emergencies? It's like their go-to move when they want to do something shady. And the worst part? These temporary measures often have a nasty habit of sticking around long after the crisis has passed. Think about it. The Patriot Act, suspension of habeas corpus, mass surveillance, all justified in the name of safety, all chipping away at our freedoms. The problem is, power, once tasted, is rarely relinquished willingly. Governments get used to having a free hand, and citizens, often caught in the headlights of fear, become conditioned to accept less freedom in exchange for the promise of security. But here's the kicker. True security can never exist without freedom. They're two sides of the same damn coin. That's where things get really interesting. Because right now, a group of veterans and concerned citizens are fighting back, using cutting-edge technology to hold the government accountable for past abuses and prevent future ones. Their weapons of choice: blockchain, decentralized networks, and a healthy dose of righteous anger. This is the story of the American Covenant Trust Project and the Pluribus Unum Exchange. Two ambitious initiatives that are leveraging the power of Web3 to ensure that we the people actually mean something. Let's be clear, the erosion of civil liberties doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow drip, drip, drip of policies and actions that chip away at our freedoms, often justified by vague threats and appeals to patriotism. Over time, these individual infringements add up to a soggy pile of government overreach, leaving us feeling exposed and vulnerable. Take the plight of our veterans. These are men and women who put their lives on the line, swearing an oath to uphold the very Constitution that's being undermined. They've witnessed firsthand the human cost of unchecked power, both on foreign battlefields and, increasingly, on their own soil. Many veterans have found themselves on the receiving end of government overreach, their service records used against them, their benefits slashed, their voices silenced. The American Covenant Trust Project, ACT, recognizes this fundamental betrayal. It understands that when the government breaks its covenant with its protectors, it breaks its covenant with us all.
The ACT project is not just about righting past wrongs. It's about building a more resilient future where those wrongs can't happen again. And they're doing it by putting power back where it belongs, in the hands of the people. At its core, ACT is a decentralized autonomous organization, DAO, meaning it operates transparently and democratically, governed by its members rather than some shadowy board of directors. Veterans and community members have a direct say in how the project is run and where resources are allocated. But ACT is more than just a fancy governance structure. It's a beacon of hope, a rallying cry for those who believe that the promises enshrined in the Constitution are not empty words, but a sacred contract that must be honored. And they're using the very technology that terrifies those in power to make sure that happens.
Think of blockchain as the ultimate receipts keeper. Every action, every transaction, every piece of data is recorded immutably, meaning it can't be altered or deleted, even by the most skilled government hacker. This is bad news for those who operate in the shadows, but a game changer for transparency and accountability. Remember all those emergency measures we talked about earlier? Well, blockchain remembers too. It can store evidence of government overreach, from illegal surveillance orders to the suspension of habeas corpus, creating an undeniable record that can be used to hold those in power accountable. But blockchain's power goes beyond just record keeping. It enables the creation of secure and transparent voting systems, ensuring that veterans and community members have a real say in the governance of the ACT project and beyond. No more rigged elections, no more backroom deals, just a pure, unadulterated Republican form of government powered by code.
Section 5. Pluribus Unum Exchange, a marketplace for truth and justice. Now let's talk about the Pluribus Unum Exchange, or EPU Exchange, the other half of this revolutionary equation. Imagine a marketplace where whistleblowers can safely and anonymously share evidence of government wrongdoing, and where citizens can directly support legal challenges to these abuses. That's essentially what the EPU Exchange is all about. Built on a decentralized network, the EPU Exchange removes the traditional gatekeepers of information and justice. It allows individuals to connect directly with legal experts, researchers, and journalists, bypassing the often corrupt and easily influenced institutions that have failed to hold power to account. Think of it as a kind of Kickstarter for justice, where individuals can pool their resources to support the legal challenges that resonate most with them. No more relying on the whims of wealthy donors or the political agendas of NGOs. The EPU Exchange puts the power of litigation in the hands of the people.
Section 6. CLE and ACT tokens, fueling the fight for accountability. Of course, no good revolution comes cheap. That's where CLE and ACT tokens come in. These digital currencies built on the blockchain serve as the fuel for the ACT project and EPU Exchange. CLE tokens are earned by contributing to the EPU Exchange, sharing evidence, supporting legal challenges, participating in community governance. They represent a tangible stake in the fight for accountability, incentivizing participation and rewarding those who contribute to the cause. ACT tokens, on the other hand, are used to govern the ACT project itself. Veterans and community members can use their ACT tokens to vote on proposals, allocate resources, and shape the direction of the project. It's a system designed to give those most impacted by government overreach a direct say in how they're protected.
Section 7. Legal challenges. Holding power to account, one block at a time. The EPU Exchange doesn't just stop at raising awareness, it's about taking concrete action. The platform connects whistleblowers and citizens with a network of legal experts who can help build strong cases against government overreach. These legal challenges, fueled by evidence stored securely on the blockchain, have the potential to set groundbreaking precedents, establishing new legal protections for civil liberties. Imagine a world where government officials think twice before enacting draconian measures because they know that every action is being recorded, every overreach documented, every abuse ready to be challenged in a court of law. That's the kind of world the EPU Exchange is working to create. And the beauty of it is, you don't have to be a legal scholar or a tech whiz to participate. The EPU Exchange makes it easy for anyone to get involved, to learn about ongoing legal challenges, and to contribute to the fight for justice.
Section 8, Community Governance, Shifting the Balance of Power. Here's the really radical part. Both the XT project and the EPU Exchange are governed by the community, not by some shadowy organization or government agency. This means that veterans, whistleblowers, and everyday citizens have a direct say in how these platforms operate, ensuring that they remain true to their mission of protecting civil liberties. Think of it as a giant, decentralized town hall meeting, where everyone has an equal voice and every decision is made transparently. No more backroom deals, no more lobbying, no more influence peddling. Just direct republic in action, powered by the very technology that was supposed to liberate us from the tyranny of centralized control.
Section 9. Economic incentives. Rewarding whistleblowers, deterring abuses. Whistleblowing is a risky business. Just ask Edward Snowden or Chelsea Manning. But the EPU Exchange aims to change that by providing economic incentives for those brave enough to speak truth to power. Remember those CLE tokens we talked about earlier? Well, whistleblowers can earn these tokens by sharing credible evidence of government wrongdoing. And as the value of those tokens rises, so does the incentive for exposing abuse. It's a system designed to reward courage and deter those who would abuse their power. But it's not just about money. The EPU Exchange also provides a safe and anonymous platform for whistleblowers to share their stories, connect with legal experts, and find support within a community that understands the risks they're taking.
Section 10. A future-proof framework, preventing tomorrow's emergencies today. The true brilliance of the ACT project and the EPU Exchange lies not just in their ability to address past wrongs, but in their potential to prevent future abuses. By creating a transparent and accountable system where government actions are recorded, scrutinized, and challenged, these initiatives are building a powerful deterrent to future overreach. Imagine a world where governments think twice before enacting draconian measures because they know that every action is being tracked, every decision documented, every abuse ripe for exposure. That's the kind of world the ACT project and the EPU Exchange are working towards. A world where the very act of contemplating abuse comes with a hefty price tag of public scrutiny and potential legal repercussions. Section 11. Reclaiming our rights, rebuilding our future. The fight for civil liberties is not a spectator sport. It requires constant vigilance, a willingness to speak truth to power, and a commitment to holding our leaders accountable. The American Covenant Trust Project and the EPU Exchange are providing the tools and the platform for this fight, empowering veterans, whistleblowers, and everyday citizens to reclaim their rights and build a more just and equitable future. This is not just about righting past wrongs. It's about building a future where those wrongs can't happen again. It's about ensuring that the promises enshrined in the Constitution are not empty words, but a living, breathing contract that protects us all. It's about recognizing that true security can only exist in a society where freedom flourishes. So, the next time you hear a politician invoking a state of emergency, remember this: the tools for accountability are out there. The power to reclaim our rights rests in our hands. The future of our republic is up to us, and it's time we started acting like it.